Hello and welcome to the White Label series. The software we are offering has three main components: an application container, a managed PostgreSQL database, and an S3 object storage. We are using DigitalOcean as the infrastructure provider. They offer managed database clusters, S3 storage they call spaces, virtual private servers, they call droplets, and Kubernetes clusters. The link is in the description. But, what are containers? A container image is a package that contains everything needed to run an application. This includes runtime, system tools, system libraries, application code and settings. When it is run, it becomes a container. The same image can be run multiple times, sometimes with same settings, to achieve scalability and redundancy. Or with different settings. In our case, for different clients. There is a caveat. Containers are, and should be, ephemeral. This means that everything about them is temporary. While you can save some data within a container, this data will get lost at some point. We must store client data elsewhere to make it persistent. This is where database and object storage come in. Managed database means that the database server is provided as software as a service. We don't have to worry about anything. When we need more capacity, we can scale up or create a new cluster. We use streaming replication and automated regular remote backups. This is explained in a video linked above, in a different series. We'll cover object storage in a later video. Let's return to containers and container images. In order for an image to be run, it must be built first. We use something called Docker container, which is the most used type. Traditionally it was built with a command also called Docker, and using build packs makes it a bit more simple. And then you have to run the container image somehow. For both these steps, and much more, we currently use Dokku, advertised as the smallest platform as a service implementation. We plan to move to Kubernetes someday, but for a while longer we'll use Dokku as our platform. Several steps are required to build and deploy a container. First, we need to create an app, here called demo. Then we sync it with the repository. For most applications, we need to enter the configuration as the list of variables. They are available to the application as environment variables. Then we start the build. This process can take a while, but once it is done, the app is deployed. We can set a custom domain, of course. The DNS must be configured for this. Obtaining a certificate from Let's Encrypt is also automatic. Once this step is over, we can access our newly built and deployed application via HTTPS. Here it is. In the case of that green thing, the software as a service we actually offer, now also as a white label, this process has several more steps and takes 5 to 10 minutes. This is not a problem for an app that brings in €100 per month per app with several dozen clients. But, the problem is that this requires root privileges, and cannot be done by vendors. Not even if they knew how to do it, which they do not. There are several downsides that increase, as the number of clients increases. All upgrades are manual. Well, we could write a simple script, but there is no central database, and therefore actual settings are not available to the support staff. And the whole system is prone to human error. The solution was obvious: we needed a central control panel. It had to do many things, but not at once. At the time of making of this video, it has already been working for 6 months, managing database and application server backups. This was covered in the aforementioned video about data safety, linked here. Below is the whole playlist about this software. Over there is my series about open source software for end users, featuring Django Music Publisher. And the White Label series from the beginning. There will be a video every week. Thumbs up and keep watching.